Well, good evening, everybody. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn, and I'm in Austin. We're going to have a vintage radio net here, Boat Anchors Unlimited. Does anybody need the frequency for any priority or emergency use? We'll take a standby and see if anybody needs that. Okay, I didn't hear anybody come back. Well, I'm on the Collins S line tonight, and I'll begin with this station. We'll do a shift, and then after we've done a shift or two, we'll get over on the Central Electronics 20A, and we'll give that a try. I'm going to try a different microphone on it tonight. We get together here on Wednesday evenings and talk about the early days of single sideband, a lot of vacuum tube radios, some hybrids. And if you have something for buy-sell trade, it's welcome here if it is boat anchor related. If you're working on a radio and you're stumped about some technical issue, this is a good place to bring questions, because somebody may have been down that road before and maybe can offer some advice, and that's always my favorite part of the net when we get those kind of discussions going. Okay, well, I've got like 15 or 16 calls written down here. Maybe I'll take the first 8 or so, give it to Jim, let him talk to some of the folks, and we'll try and pick up all you guys that we know are lurking. And then after that, we'll take some check-ins. It's going to take us a while to get through this long list. WD5JKO. Hey, Jim, what do you say this evening? K5LYN.
Well, hello there, Lynn. I just ran across the room there. I didn't think I would be number one. Gosh. Well, thank you. K5LYN and the Boat Anchor Net, this WD5JKO. Well, nothing real new here or anything. This is the same old 20A, running barefoot here, the Lakeshore Bandhopper VFO and an ICOM R75 receiver. Been listening for a while. I hope I'm on frequency. Maybe my National Bureau of Standard Time time base has got me on frequency. Haha. Hi. Anyway. So. Anyway, I'll try to be going to the breakfast on Saturday. Don't know for sure, but that's the plan. Back to net, K5LYN and the Boat Anchor Net, WD5JKO.
Jim, your 20A spectacular, nice signal into Austin, and we'll hope mine does as well. I will try it on a Shure 444. Joseph's done some research, and he says that may give us a little bit better sideband suppression. So instead of the crystal, I'm going to put that on tonight, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's see. Let's move this thing on down to Jay, Mr. QS. What do you say, Jay? K5LYN.
Well, good evening, Lynn, and everybody else on the net. This is KM5QS. Jay down here in Alice, Texas. Tonight I'm exercising the Collins S line, 3275 S1s and a 30L1 and all that good stuff, station console. Everything's gray in front of me. I don't know. It seems to work pretty well. I like it anyway. Using a 664A Electro-Voice microphone and a homemade antenna antenna and tuner. So if I could keep the Vox engaged, it wouldn't click so bad. Nothing special going on. Oh yeah, I did do one thing. I put a line conditioner in front of the entire station. Everything plugs into the outlets on the line conditioner. Provides ripple filtering and all kinds of stuff. It's got MOVs in it and everything to protect against surges, lightning strikes, or anything like that. And whether it makes any difference on my transmit or the quality of my audio or anything like that, I don't know. It's kind of hard to make this voice sound good anyway. So that's about it, Lynn. KM5QS, back to you.
Spectacular signal, Jay. Absolutely. That station is really doing a nice job for you. And interesting little thing with the line voltage there. Keep us posted on that if you can tell any difference on your end. Okay, Mr. TXW here in the neighborhood. George, what do you say? K5LYN.
Hello, Lynn, and all around the net from WB5TXW on the S line, 32S1, 75S3, 30L1, Bud Whitney, Memorial Power Supply, speaker box, 10 Delta microphone in the usual big loop, etc., through the trees. Sounding good. Thank God we're after the autumnal equinox, so signals are only going to get better for a while. WB5TXW back to net.
Okay. Sounding good, George. Yeah, and I think the band is spectacular tonight. Everybody's really sounding good, and it's quiet over here. And yeah, let's see, we're gathering the breakfast eaters. Jim's on board, I am. We'll pick you up. We'll see who else turns up Saturday morning. Okay, let's see. Stuart, you still there? KF5NIX, K5LYN.
Oh, absolutely there, Lynn. Wanted to say a big hi to you out there and everybody else out there listening to all the radios are sounding really good out here in Rockdale. KF5NIX here. Got the same kind of mic George is talking on there, the 10D A-static mic with the 101E and the dipole as standard as usual. Barefoot, 100 watts out. Just sitting back and enjoying all these nice old radios. Back to you there, Lynn. KF5NIX.
Stuart, you could have convinced you were on an amplifier. You're so strong into Austin. What's the antenna? Remind me.
Just a simple inverted V dipole sitting up about 35 foot up in the air. That's about it.
Well, that just shows the dipole's hard to beat. It's working really well. All right, let's see what Ralph, Mr. BTM's got going up there. I bet it's a Heathkit of some kind. What about it, Ralph? K5LYN.
Yeah, K5LYN in the net, N5BTM. Well, we're rotating the crops. We've got an old Kenwood TS830 Sugar that we're using tonight, just barefoot, and running about 130 watts or so. It had been sleeping for several years, so we have awoken it. In any event, the 830 444 Shure 444D Shure microphone, and that's about it. So I hope it sounds all right. We're just running barefoot there, Lynn. Back to the net. K5LYN, N5BTM.
Well, you know, Ralph, you just proved a point. When we get these radios sounding exactly like they're supposed to, it's hard to tell the difference because I just assumed you were still on the Heathkits. No, the Kenwood's doing a great job. Nice, strong signal, beautiful audio. So that's as good as it gets. Anything else for the group this evening?
No, I believe that's it. Everybody's sounding good. Nice band condition.
Boy, isn't it nice? Okay, EIJ. What do you say, Joseph?
Howdy, Lynn. In the net, K5LYN. This is WA5EIJ, Joseph in Magnolia. You guys are listening to a Central Electronics 200V. And I am listening on a Drake R4 Charlie. And Lynn, I will, as soon as I get done, unless someone has something for me, I'll switch back to the Flex and shut this station down. And I'll try to help you, but I know you got several other stations on frequency, and sounds like you got a good group to give you some good comments. So unless someone has something for me, I'm going to pass it back to you. K5LYN and the net. This is WA5EIJ. Over.
Very nice signal, Joseph. Yeah, I got on last night with it and got some reports from Sammy and Mike, and there are some guys on the Flexes, and it indicated that the sideband suppression may have been a little better. Apparently it wasn't dramatic, but I got the impression it's a little better, so we'll see what we do with that tonight. Good to hear you. Okay, let's see. Mr. Jim, SWM. What do you say, Jim? K5LYN.
Not a whole lot down here, Lynn. Good evening, and all their fellow boat anchor appreciators. Name is Jim down here in the southern end of Texas on USA 281. It runs all the way to Canada, so hopefully everybody up there in Canada is hearing this too. But we're just coming to you on our old TR4. Wasn't hearing very much until it got dark, so I guess I'm glad the conditions are getting here in the evening, Lynn, and we're just banging the dickens out of the SB200 with this old rascal, so got to be getting up there. That's about the size of it down here. Got a few sprinkles a couple of days ago, which was appreciated. Maybe I hadn't mowed the grass, but it was appreciated anyway. W5SWM, back to you, Glenn.
Oh, nice signal. You know, we can tell the difference between summer and winter. on the propagation between you and I. You're way up, Jim, from anything I would have heard, even since the spring. So everything's working really, really good. Nice signal into Austin. All right, let's see what WOZ's got on his mind. What do you say, Dan? Over to you.
Oh, wow. Boy, it surprised me, Lynn. I was just cutting up a box here. I didn't even think you had me on the list. Good evening to you and to everybody else. I'm cheating. I'm talking on an old Kenwood. I won't even tell you what it is, but it's an old Kenwood and driving a Heathkit SB 221. And that's about it. I think I'm pretty close to frequency here. Nothing much going on here. Working on some old stuff. I got a Heathkit HW22 for 40 meters going that I picked up in Belton. And made a lot of contacts with that. Even talked to a guy in Easter Island the other evening with it. So it's working and time to find something else to fix up. That's it from here, Lynn. K5LYN, KWOZ.
Outstanding, Dan. Really nice. Strong over here. All right, let's see what Mr. MOK. Hey, Mike, what do you say? I guess after you and I visit, I'll give it over there to Jim. MOK, pick it up. K5LYN.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn. Everybody on net. Tonight I'm on the old 520 again, the old TS520. Old microphone is Shore 444. And running the old SB220 tonight. I ain't put about 50 watts or so into it, and it's bumping on up there about 700, so I guess that's good. But anyway, like my little announcement, anybody around Dallas area, somebody sent me an email. They're going to have a little tailgate swap meet, or whatever you want to call it, over in Garland this coming Saturday. It's at 2121 Roulette Road in Garland at the let's see, Hella Temple parking lot. But anyway, I may try and make that. I don't know. But anyway, everybody's sounding real good tonight, and well, that's about it. That's the N5MOK.
Super strong signal into Austin tonight, Mike. Yeah, the band is working with us tonight. That's really nice. And it's so quiet, I'm not hearing hardly anything when anybody talks. Well, okay, Jim, you want to take it while I see if I can warm up the Central Electronics over there. KB5ZIV and the boat anchors, K5LYN.
Sure, Lynn, I'll do it. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You are listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. Tonight I'm on the FT102. We're driving the B&W PT2500A. That goes into the big tuner and out there to the big wire. Let me turn this other one down a little bit. Hopefully everybody's hearing me well. This thing should be working all right. And let me get on with this stuff. Hey, Denver, N50JB.
Oh, okay, N50JB here, and I'm on the old Tempo 1 Whiteface tonight, and I'm driving an AL811H and having fun with it, and just playing with radio.
Roger. Well, it's working good for you, Denver. It sounds really good over here.
Okay, well, back to you. I know that's all I know to tell you.
Roger. All right, hey, Mr. Gary, W5BFA, what's going on in Humble?
Oh, good evening, Jim. KB5ZIV, W5BFA. Everything's pretty good here in Humble tonight, Jim. Everybody's sounding real good on the band tonight. Band's in good shape. We're running the OG FT101EE to the Heathkit SB200. And up to NVZ about 18 to 20 feet, something like that. It's not very high, but it seems to work fairly well. Also, I have a couple of questions. If anybody knows anything about HT37, I've got a good wired one here, except it's not wired for push-to-talk. And if anybody knows a way to find out information on how to wire one up for PTT, I sure would like to know. Also, does anybody know anything about the get-together? I guess it's going to be in the weekend, the end of the month. They're down at the radio store. I understand they're closing. and they're going to have some down at the tailgate. Just wonder if anybody knows anything about that. If you do, I'd be interested in finding us. I'd like to go over. Dan, if you're listening, I want to look at that kid amplifier you were trying to peddle there, so maybe we'll see you over there. KB5ZIB, W5BFA.
All right, Gary, I assume your email's good in QRZ.
Yeah, it should be.
All right, we'll see if we can get you that information.
Roger that. I sure appreciate it, Jim.
It's a piece of cake, Jim. If he's good on QRZ, I can send him the instructions. Only take him 10 minutes.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Okay, KWOZ.
All right, Dan, there you go, Gary.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
You want to hear what you sound like?
Well,
say yes, Jim.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Ain't nothing coming out there, Jay.
You didn't hear anything?
Not a thing.
Now the noise comes about all.
Yeah, okay, let me go back to the book. I thought it was playing.
All right. Hey, Mr. Steve, up there in the hill country, WD5HNI, what's going on, brother?
Well, good evening, Jim, and the multitude out there from WD5HNI. Man, I got a whole room full of you here this afternoon there, over.
Well, hopefully everything's working right. It shows to be working right.
Roger, roger. But anyway, good evening all. My name is Steve, the call is WD5HNI. And tonight we're on the Swan 350, the 350 plain Janer, not the A, B, or C, or the other model they came out with. It's the bare bones radio. Running peaks almost to 300 tonight, so Pernalis Electric is being very generous tonight. Running a Shure 444 and all that going to a full wave loop on 160. So there you have it. Seems to work okay, and a very simple-minded radio there, over.
And it's working wonderfully, brother. That one works for you, works really, really good, it seems like.
I don't know if it's the grounding system or whatever, but anyway, it's I've been pretty happy with it. So anyway, we'll try to keep it running. Take care, enjoy the net. You guys carry on, and we'll listen out. WD5HNI.
All right, Steve. Hey, Mr. Mike, WA5MTT, what's going on in Round Rock?
Yeah, hello, Jim, and everybody on the Boat Anchors Net. Tonight we're on the Collins S-Line again. It seems like the most dependable one I have here. It's all winged emblem stuff, 75S2 receiver, 32S1 transmitter, 312B4 station console, and 30S1 amplifier. The microphone is Electro-Voice 664. And we're still working on I say we're still working on. I still have some work to do on the KWM 380, so we'll have that on the air here shortly. Again, anyway, that's about all I got here, Jim. Just squeezed in here tonight to get on the Boat Anchors Net. Just a busy day at work. So back to you, KB5ZIV, WA5MTT.
Roger. Sounding good down this way, brother.
Yeah, your 102 is packing a wallop tonight.
Roger. So I got it cut back.
Yeah, but what are you cutting it back into? That B&K?
Yeah, the B&W, but it's under legal.
All right, it's doing okay. I'll grab a landline. I'll be back.
All right. Hey, Mr. Sam, W5DPP.
Well, hello there, Jim. We'll see if this thing will work over here. KB5ZIV, this is W5DPP. And I'm on the AM, if it sounds weird. A lot of people probably does. I'm on AM on the Super Senior, put out by Index Labs, a guy named Bruce Franklin, building these things, and I've had some issues trying to make it work, but right now it's working. I don't know for how long, but it's working. Probably about 200 watt carrier. It'll do 375 watts a carrier. But right now I only got it at about 200 watts a carrier. Well, right now it's about 900 watts peak. I see up on one of the watt meters. Running a Electro Voice RE320 microphone into a voice channel, an ART voice channel processor, and then into the radio. That's about all you got to do. All you can adjust is the carrier and the audio going into it. That's about it. So that's about it for this thing here. Running it into a inverted V about 40 feet up. That's about it. So it seems to be holding in here right now. KB5ZIV, this is W5DPP.
Marvelous on my little radio over here, Sam, so hopefully it stays that way.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Let me try it one more time.
All right.
Something right.
Okay. All right. Let me see KB0UOA, Mr. Steve up there in Wichita.
KB0UOA, Wichita, Kansas. Everyone's sounding good up here tonight. I guess as we get closer to winter, it's definitely helping the band. If you don't mind, I'd like to put out a plug. I've got all of my Yaesu FT101F. I've got to sell the radio, the speaker, the BFO for it. I've got the YC601. If anyone's interested in any older Yaesu stuff, my email's good on QRZ. That's all we have. KB0UOA.
All right, Steve. If there's anybody interested in FT101F with all the peripherals, drop Steve an email and he'll get with you and fix you right up. All right, hey, Mr. Matt, W5MIX, are you listening to us? Pretty good, sounding good this way. This thing sound all right up there? Well, good deal. I heard you check in there earlier, so I figured I'd call you and let everybody know you're there. All right, there you go, guys. If you want to hear yourself and you're not getting the email from Matt, just drop him an email and he'll send you the links where you can listen to it. All right, I heard a W5DK is, are you still hanging around here?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everybody. Everybody sounds great. This name here is Don, Delta Oscar November. I'm in Spring Branch in the hill country. Nothing special here. I've got a TR4 barefoot, so a couple hundred watts or so. D104, going through a Heathkit 2060 tuner out to a double extended ZEP up about 65 feet, I think. Don't have anything to add, just jumping in for the count and enjoying hearing the tubes going. So back to you, Jim. W5DK.
Hi, brother. It's working good for you. Yeah, good signal. All right, hey, Mr. Terry over there in Mississippi, K5PMK.
This is K5PMK. Good evening to the net and everybody. I'm counting mostly everybody over here 10 to 15 over it's 9. Everybody's radios is doing a good job over here. I'm still using the same old stuff, the MD1 microphone hooked up on this Yaesu FT980, and I'm exciting a Heathkit amplifier, the SB230, the single tube job, the 8873. That's going into a Genpron super tuner and just some balanced line out there to a full wave loop of about 40 feet. So Oh, roughly a little around close to 500 watts maybe here. But anyhow, it seems that he's still holding up and doing a good job for me. I love running the old gear. And I appreciate this net, too. And let me turn it back over to control. And everyone have a wonderful night. This is K5PMK.
All right, Terry, doing a good job over here. No problem. All right, Mr. KC0SME, the other one in Kansas. What do you say, Steve?
Hey, what's going on, Jim? This thing sounding okay down there? First time I've had her on the air.
Oh, yeah, got good, nice audio.
Good deal, good deal. I'm on an old TSA-30 and driving the old Drake L4 with her and out to the double bazooka. Man, everybody's sounding good tonight. Bunch of good sounding old radios on this net tonight. I'm going to tell you, band's in good shape. You sound like you're sitting over here next to me. I tried to hand you a beer a minute ago. You wouldn't take it.
Well, I might have had my hands full.
That can't be true.
Yeah, that's probably right. Anyway, I'll get out of the way. I won't hold it. Good evening to everybody. All the radios are sounding good. Sure good to hear some of the radios you don't get to hear every day. And Jim, you're getting after it, buddy. Anyway, thanks for letting me in there, and everybody have a good evening. KC0SME.
All right, brother, sounding good down this way. All right, Mr. Lynn, I've run out of the pre-net guys. You got yours lined up there?
Well, let's see. Am I on the air? Is my speech intelligible? K5LYN.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, I'll do it. Okay, this is K5LYN. My name's Lynn, and this is a Central Electronics 20A, a very early single sideband exciter from about the year 1957. And it's driving homebrew amplifier 46 DQ5s. And instead of the outboard VFO that the 20As required, I'm using the VFO in my receiver, the SX115, so that the station transceives. And that makes it kind of unique, considering it was a mid-50s kind of configuration. All right, I think there was one other fella in there. What about EDX? We didn't pick up Byron, did we? EDX, Byron, did we talk to you? K5LYN.
K5LYN, and the net, Whiskey Alpha 5, Edward David X-Ray. Yeah, I'm here. Illegal, though. I'm here illegal. I'm Portable 5 tonight over in San Augustine, Texas. East Texas, about 20 miles from the Louisiana border. So I can run over and get some cases food if I want. The good news is I'm not drifting and I'm on frequency. There's no RF gets back in the mic. Because this is the ICOM 736 high into a low dipole above the QTH here. Just had to come over to East Texas and do some mowing on the property today. Mowed about 67 acres. Broke 2 jack belts and bent 1 blade. So it was a good day. Hi. But I did have an 807 before the net, so maybe I'm halfway there. And if you know where San Augustine is, it was the home of James Texas Henderson. And if that doesn't ring a bell, then you slept through Texas history, didn't you? All I know for sure, and boy, everybody sounds good tonight up here. No static and no QRM, and everybody's just booming in. Even the people with shoes on. Hi. Okay, thanks for putting up with a rice burner. Back to you, Lynn. Oh, had one other thing for the net. Thought I'd mention it since Jim is on the FT102, and that rung a bell. I have a want. I'm looking for a power transformer for a FT102. Maybe Jim has a few parts rigs around, or somebody has a parts rig around, part with a power transformer. I thought if I start asking now, maybe I can find one by Belta time come around. No hurry. Okay, back to you, Lynn. K5LYN and the net. WA5EDX, Portable 5.
Okay.
All right, Byron. Yeah, you're not as strong as your base station, but we're hearing you fine. And that's a power transformer for an SB102. Is that right?
Yeah, Fox Tango 102.
Ah, I didn't hear it. I'm glad we clarified. Fox Tango 102. All right. Contact WA5EDX if you can help him out. Anything else for the group, Byron?
Negative.
All right. Well, I noticed while Byron was talking, I hadn't turned my Variac all the way up. So I should be a little bit stronger now than I was on the first transmission. I was able to give the amplifier 100 volts. This is better. All right. That's all the people that I know of that were early. So let's see who's out there waiting to check in. K5LYN, listening?
Kilo Lima 7 Charlie Delta.
November 5, November Yankee Zulu.
Okay, there's a whole bunch of them. Let's get those two. I think CD, Mike, and now I got NYZ. Tom, CD, pick it up.
Okay, Lynn. Thanks for letting me in. I was actually listening to the pre-net, and I've been listening to the entire net. I didn't get checked in or anything. Just figured I'd wait until there was an opening and then jump in. I just got back from Rockport, Texas. By the way, my name is Mike. I'm in New Braunfels, Texas. Just got back from Rockport. I fished there yesterday and this morning and caught a bunch of speckled trout and redfish. So I'm looking to have a fish fry here before too long. I got a lot of speckled trout. I went in July to Hackberry, Louisiana, and caught a bunch of specks, and then they added to them over the past couple of days, so I've got a good fish fry coming up. I did want to make a couple of comments. Everybody's really strong here at my QTH, but Steve, WD5HNI, running the Swan 350. I've heard a number of Swan 350s and A's, B's, C's, whatever, but that's probably, I didn't catch what microphone he was running, but that's probably the best sounding Swan 350 I've heard, and he was, according to my receiver, he was right on my frequency, what I was listening to, and some of the Swan 350s will be up or down a little bit from everybody else, but that was a great signal, so I wanted to pass that along to Steve. And then the other comment I had was for Sam there, W5DPP on the Super Senior. While he was transmitting, I couldn't tell. Of course, I'm on sideband here with the Helicrafters rig, and I could not tell he was on AM, no carrier, or heterodyne at all in sideband mode. And I opened the selectivity up to 5 kc on my, which is as wide as it'll go on the SX117, and just beautiful audio, and never heard any kind of heterodyne or carrier at all. So he was right on my frequency as well. Anyway, I wanted to make those comments. Running the Helicrafters Twins SX117 HT44 Henry amplifier, inverted V up about 25 feet, and a Shure 444 Delta is the microphone. And one last comment, and I'll turn it back to you. The latest project, I brought a cabinet back from Belton for an SP600, which I took there to sell and didn't sell it, so I wound up buying a cabinet for it. And I took that down, and a cabinet I have for an RA-07, which is an old World War II National Navy receiver. Both of those cabinets are pretty rough. They're not dented or rusted, but they just need paint. So I took them down to Sherwin-Williams shop here near where I live and dropped those off last week. And they called me while I was out fishing and said they're ready for me to come down and look at the match job that they did to see if they matched it well enough, because I'm going to sand prime and repaint both those cabinets. So that's just something I got kind of going on here. Anyway, back to you, Lynn. Sorry to keep it so long. Matt, sorry I missed you at Belton. Heard you on here tonight. K5LYN, net control, Kilo Lima 7, Charlie Delta, New Braunfels.
Yeah, Mike, let me tell you a funny story. Our brains are coordinated tonight. When Sammy first came on earlier in the evening, I told him his AM signal was so good I wouldn't have known he was on AM if he hadn't told me. And I have also told WD5HNI several times that he has the best sounding Swan 350 I've ever heard. So we're coordinated, I think. Anything else for the group, Mike?
No, great minds think alike. That's all I got to say.
That's it, right. All right, let's see another great mind out there. Tom, Mr. NYZ. Hey, we haven't talked to you in a long time. How about it, K5LYN?
Yeah, okay, fine, Lynn. This is November 5, November Yankee Zulu, Tom in Southwest Texas. Excuse me. First off, Lynn, saw your picture in electric radio that came the other day, and Ray sure did a fine job with all the pictures in the article there, so I enjoyed reading that an awful lot. Currently searching for 3 older receivers. The first one is a DX394 from Radio Shack. It came out in 1995. The second receiver I'd like to buy is a Hotel Fox 2050. That's HF2050, and it was manufactured by Rockwell International back in 1984. And finally looking to buy Yaesu Fox Radio Golf 8800. It dates back to 1985. And should you or anybody have these receivers and would be willing to part with any of them, would like to hear from you, you can contact me by telephone, area code 432-837-3679. Again, 432-837-3679. And Lynn, you really have a good signal out this way. In fact, everybody does. I'm very happy with conditions tonight. So back to you, sir, and thank you for letting me in. K5LYN and 5NYZ.
Super strong signal there, Tom. Not bad at all. Hey, tell me what radio you're talking on.
I'm on ICOM 7700, ALS 600, and inverted V, nothing special.
Okay, it's working. Good luck with the radios you're looking for. Let me see if I can repeat them correctly. Tom is looking for a DX394, an HF2050, and an FRG8800. Did I get that all right, Tom?
Roger, roger.
Very totally unfamiliar with those radios. Good luck. That's going to be tricky. All right, good to hear you. Okay, who were the other guys that checked in the same time as CD and NYZ? Let me hear you guys again.
Kilo Mike 4 Uniform India Yankee.
W5 X-ray uniform.
Hey, W5 X-ray uniform. Let's start with you, then we'll go back to UIY. Did I get that right? Hey, David, let's hear it. K5LYN.
Hello, Lynn, and all the rest of the group. This is David. I am north of New Orleans in Covington, Louisiana. I have been working the last couple of days to try to get some of the radios that would qualify as being acceptable to this net operating, but not possible. I took a look at that T4X, Lynn, and I think that you can back that shaft out of that band switch from the rear. You'll have to take the little coupler loose right at the gears, and I would suggest, since that's a kind of a phenolic rod, to lubricate it so that when you pull it out, you don't break the wafer. But I think you can get it out from the rear. And good luck to you. I had my T4XC belly up for about 3 or 4 hours today, and it's still in its quiescent mode, so I don't have any hope about that. I'm not going to be able to get back to the pension probably until sometime mid next week. So I'm using an Orion 1 2.5 and a dipole oriented east-west. All of the signals are fairly strong, but I do have some noise coming in from the north. So, Lynn, good luck with the radio,
Well, keep me posted. K5LYN and the group W5XU.
Okay, David. Yeah, I'm hearing you nicely in Austin. Thank you for all the help on that. I still think it's a band switch. I think it's that third wafer, because I shouldn't be seeing the ground when the ring on the back side goes to ground. So does the one on the top, on the front, and I don't think that's right. So I may persist. We may post that to the group, to the Drake group, and see what they say about it. But that's been a challenge. Okay, I'll get back to you for one more, David. Let me know. I guess you're flying. You're not going to make that drive, are you?
Oh no, it's way too long to drive. No, we're going to fly, and I won't be back till Tuesday. I've never heard of a switch that had that kind of a problem. I've heard of them breaking, and I've also heard of them having a problem with the holes where the shaft is wearing because of some friction. But good luck with it. You might want to just do one thing before you try that, is to, on the wafer that you suspect that's the problem, one at a time, just clip the leads off and check to see if that ground goes away. And then on that lead, see if there's some capacitors going to ground, and if they are, check those. And remember that a lot of those little disc capacitors won't show us short unless you run the rated voltage to them. So good luck. You got an interesting problem there. I've never run across that before. I have probably, I'm going to guess maybe 25 or so Drakes around here, all of them in some stage of illness. But I've never had that issue before, so good luck with it, Lynn. Please keep me posted. K5LYN W5XU.
Okay, be careful on your travels. We'll look forward to you getting back, and cross all fingers and toes. Maybe I'll have this thing solved by then. Great to hear you, David. All right, I better let's get back to that other guy that checked in same time you did. Was it? I didn't get the call. Forland, UIY. Is that right? K5LYN.
Yes, it's Kilo Mike 4 Uniform India Yankee. You copy okay?
Yes, sir. Nice signal into Austin, Texas. My name is Lynn.
Okay, Ben, thank you for letting me in. My name is Jerry, and I'm located about 30 miles east of Birmingham, Alabama. And I'm running 75S1, 32S1, 30L1, using a D104 mic to a double bazooka. And I'm in the market for a mechanical dial assembly for the Heathkit 301, SB 301. I don't need anything electrical. The LMO is fine. I just need the round dial that shows the frequency on the receiver, and any of them will fit out of the transmitter or any of the other Heathkit SBs. But I'm in dire need of that, and my phone number is area code 205-447-5885. 205-447-5885. My dial is cracked, and I can't get up to the upper end of the band when I listen on the radio. But I'm running the Collins S line, and hope you're hearing everything okay. It's the first time I've checked into this net. So back to you, Ben, see if you copied okay. K5LYN, Kilo Mike 4 Uniform India Yankee.
Very nice signal on the S line there, Jerry. I did my first tour of duty on my S3 line, and I'm on a Central Electronics 20A right now. But okay, let me ask you: do you have a email address in QRZ.com by any chance that we can get back to you about that dial for the SB 301? Over.
No, I don't have it's not on. I'm on QRZ, but it just shows my name and address. My email is my call sign, km4uyy@gmail.com.
Okay, km4uyy@gmail.com. Good luck with it, Jerry. If you don't score, come back and try us again next week. In fact, hey, come back again next week anyway.
Roger on that. I was talking to N0SAP SAP, and he recommended I try this frequency.
Glad you came by. Nice signal. All right. Let me see. I think I've talked long enough, haven't I? Jim, you want to take it up here? KB5ZIV in the group, K5LYN.
Sure, Lynn, I can do that. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. And we're still taking check-ins, guys. If you'll come with your call sign slowly and spread them out a little bit, guys, I'll try and get you in here.
WK. Thanks.
What's the matter, Rusty? You got a problem?
There we go. WK5R. Switching the wrong position. Cockpit error.
All right, well, come on in here.
Hey, good evening, Jim and Lynn and everybody on the net there. This is WK5R. And we're on the usual gear tonight, the Drake TR4CW, the RV4C, with the speaker, power supply, and remote VFO, and the Audio Technica AT2035 microphone, being powered by the Homebrew panel supply, driving the Homebrew GS35B at an easy legal limit to the Homebrew, through the Homebrew tune-up to the Homebrew dipo. Well, that's what we got going on here. Just thought we'd check in for the count. I have had my first, last week I shipped it out, the first actual transaction that went through, automated transaction that went through my website on my board, so I had one of those sold, so maybe the word will get out there and I'll be able to do a little something with that. Other than that, you'll drive that old school bus. Oh, back to you, Jim. KB5ZIV and the Boat Anchors, WK5R.
All right, Rusty, sounding good this way. Got a good signal.
Roger, roger.
All right, folks, you're still listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. If you would like to check in with us this evening, if you'll come with your call sign slowly and spread them out a little bit for me, guys, we'll try and get you in here.
Kilo Charlie 5 Lima.
KC5L, come on in here.
Yeah, good evening, Jim, and the Boat Anchors net. It's Tom in San Antonio, and running the usual here, the Anand 100 SDR into a Collins 30L1, and Halstar balance line tuner, 65 feet of Homebrew balance line into a 40-meter dipole up about 15 feet, and a D104 microphone with a Heil HC5. And that's all I have here. Just enjoy listening to all the old boat anchors and watching them on the band scope here. And if anyone has an extra Central Electronics 100V or 200V lying around, look me up on QRZ. I'm good there. That's about all I have. Back to net, KC5L.
All right, brother. Yeah, there might be one or two laying around. Hopefully I'm not blowing you out over there.
Well, you're about 30 over 9 here, so you've got one heck of a signal.
Recheck. Well, I had to do funny things to slow this one down.
Recheck, Jim.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Jim, for Tom there, KC5L in San Antonio. This is Mike. Excuse me. Kilo Lima 7 Charlie Delta. I have two 100Vs here at my place, and they're in line to be worked on, and at some point, when I get them both up to 100%, I'm going to get rid of one of them. So if you're in the market for a 100V, I wouldn't suggest you come by and get one right now, but I may have one here at some point if I don't die first.
Roger, you said you were Mike? That's KC5L.
Roger. Mike.
Roger, Mike. KL7.
Mexico, India, Kilowatt Echo, KL7 Charlie Delta in New Braunfels. Pretty close.
Thanks for letting me know.
Was that a double?
Yeah. That was a double.
Tom, it's Mike. Mexico, India, Kilowatt Echo. My call is Kilo Lima 7 Charlie Delta. I'm in New Braunfels. Pretty close.
Roger, Mike. Got your call sign, and I'll thanks for letting me know, and I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Okay.
I love it when a plan comes together. All right, guys. This is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. If you'd like to check in with us this evening, if you'll come with your call signs slowly and spread them out, guys, I'll try and get you in here.
November 5, Kilowatt Bravo Papa.
Hey, Marty.
Hey, Jim.
Come on in here.
Alright. Calls November 5, Kilowatt Bravo Papa. Name is Marty. I'm located in Longview, Texas, up in the northeastern corner. I'm running the old JSON FT41B. I'm using a different microphone than normal. I'm using an old D104. And to see how it works with it. Old Lollipop, which I think it's got an amplifier, I'm not sure. I just plugged it in, it worked. But that's about it on this end. N5KDV, back to that.
All right, Marty, it's working good for you. I don't see a problem. I assume you're barefooted.
Oh, yeah, I'm barefooted. I don't even have the watt meter turned on. I'm probably doing somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 to 300.
Roger. That's a good 15 over signal.
That'll work. It is drifting around a little bit, but it hasn't been on that long.
Well, it'll settle down.
Oh, yeah, by the time the net's over, I'll turn it off and fire up the Kenwood.
There you go. All right, hey, Mr. Lynn, you want to do a couple?
Yeah, I had to reach over and twist the variac. Give me one more second.
All right.
Okay, K5LY, and I'm a little bit higher in frequency than you are, too. I don't know if I'm off or what. If anybody wants to correct me, they can come in here and do it. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited this evening? K5LYN, listening?
Recheck, K5ETX.
Okay, there was recheck. Who was the other call that was not rechecked? Well, maybe it's the same person. Recheck, go ahead.
No, I don't think so. Whiskey Alpha 5, Edward David X-Ray. Lynn, just a quick question. You copied me any louder than you did earlier?
Well, maybe a little bit. It's still not like your usual station, though.
We'll do that. Okay, fine then. Well, I thought the reason was I started looking and I had my RF power turned down. So I checked in with only about 10 or 15 watts. Right now I am putting out closer to 100 watts. I guess that means last night I was doing pretty good. I was up on 40 meters listening around. I gave out a call and I was, my trap dipole, I think there's water in the traps or something, but I got a problem with it. My SWR up there was like 3.5 to 1, something like that. But I put out a call anyway and talked to this guy up in Ohio for 20 or 30 minutes. He gave me an S9, and I had the RF power turned down to 10 watts then, so 10 watts into that high SWR. I guess it's bad conditions. That's all I had.
Okay. Well, you never know what, we never know exactly how it works, Byron. The proof is in the punch in the end.
You bet.
All right. Yeah, and you are stronger now than you were a while ago for sure. All right. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? K5LYN, listening?
Hey, Lynn, I had one comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I'd like to, regarding Mike's comment on the paint from Sherwin-Williams, I had them match paint for me for my Kenwood Twins cabinets, and they put the paint into some spray cans for me, and those guys did an excellent job. So if anybody, is hesitant about it, I'll second the vote that that Sherwin-Williams has an excellent paint matching capability.
And that's an oil-based paint, isn't it?
Roger.
Yeah, it's hard to get people to mess with oil-based paints sometimes these days. That's good to know, Mike. Thank you for the information. Okay, who else for the net? K5LYN, listening?
KA5LYL.
AA5LYL, go ahead.
Hi, I don't know how. Hey, Lynn, I don't know how I have anything set up, so I'm just straight out of the gate with this. I've been swapping around microphones and all that, but about the closest I get to, I'm trying to move this boom down here a little bit. About the closest I get to a boat anchor is Jay's old 950S digital. I have it now. It's my boat anchor radio, but I am not on it right now. I am on my I'm on my TS590 SG, TS590 Sierra Golf, and driving my Ameritron AO80. No, it's an AO80. It's the first AO80, the original one. When I tuned up, I saw about 750 watts. So about 750 watts, and that's what a Hall HM12 microphone, and that's it. No, that's, like I said, Jay's old 950S digital is the closest thing I got to a boat anchor. So back to that. Glad to hear all the old gear back on the air. KA5LYL.
Hey, it's been too long since we've heard you. Where you been?
To what?
It's been too long since we've heard you. Where you been?
Oh, here, there, and everywhere, just doing this and that.
All right. Glad you came by tonight. Good enough. Okay, who else for the net? We're coming down toward closing time here. Anybody else out there? K5LYN.
WD5ADC.
ADC, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn, everybody else on the net. This is Rick in Harlingen in the Valley. I'm on the Kenwood TS820 tonight. Pulled it apart earlier and cleaned the faulty TR relay in it. It seems to be working now. And using a Shure 444 mic and going in the Kenwood TL922 amp. And went up to a 8040 inverted V in the backyard.
Okay. It's doing a beautiful job. You know, we've really got great conditions tonight. Everybody's strong, and I really haven't even heard the California guys until just here lately. So the band is stretching out a little bit. But you chose a good night to come by. Over.
Yeah, Roger. I can just barely hear those guys in there, but they're starting to come up a little bit.
Yeah, they're in the kind of in the background, but I've heard everybody strongly from way over in the deep south too. Okay, Rick. Anything else for the group this evening?
No, I just turned the amp off. Can you still hear me?
Oh, you're still strong.
Okay, that's 125 watts.
That's what I mean. Great conditions tonight.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, 73.
All right, 73's to you. Hey, we're, according to my clock, about the bottom of the hour. Let's see if there's anybody else who wants to talk to me before we begin to wind her down tonight. K5LYN. I think it's probably time. What a great show tonight. Did a little buy-sell trading, worked on some technical questions, and really appreciated the terrific propagation we had tonight. See everybody later. Jim, I'll give it over to you to pick up any loose ends and to wind it up. KB5ZIV and the boat anchors, K5LYN.
All right, Lynn. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. Have we missed anybody this evening? Is there anyone else that would like to check in with us this evening?
Bob, give yourself 24 inches. And that'll, 24 inches wide.
All right, folks. Not hearing anyone. We thank each and every one of you that came by and checked in with us, because without you guys, Lynn and myself can't do it. We like to hear all the radios, stuff we got to play with, the stuff we didn't get to play with. We like hearing that, and that's what makes this net so much fun. Hopefully y'all have a good week. We'll see all of y'all next Wednesday. 73's all the way around, and we'll return this frequency back to normal amateur use from KB5ZIV.
Man, I can't recall when the conditions have been this good. You are really loud here, Jim.
Well, there's Barefoot, Mike.